Hey, what's up, guys? You're watching the Gamestork. They call me the Gamestork because I deliver, and today is no different. Welcome back. Today we're talking about three big stories. That's right, the number three. Again, it's the magic number, and that's what we're talking about right here, right now. You want to know what it is? First of all, we're going to talk about No More Heroes 3, still in the works. Here it comes. It's going to be awesome if you're a big fan. Also, a Japanese Spider-Man. What the flip-flop? That's awesome. Not to mention there's a new movie, and some awesome new things that PlayStation has done to PlayStation Now. Let's go! So if you're like me and you're a fan of No More Heroes, it looks like No More Heroes 3 is roughly 35 to 40% complete. And there's a new trailer planned for the end of 2019. So it looks like in December, we're going to see this new trailer, maybe early 2020, something like that. You know, whatever, that's fine, this and that. The last game was honestly kind of bad, so I can't say that I'm super excited. But the fact that that's underwhelming only makes me more excited about this once we dig into the details. It seems in an interview with WCCF Tech, I'm assuming that's what that is. If I said it wrong, I'm sorry, but you got your reference there. So there you go. Director Suda51 provided an update to No More on this game, and it's going to be good. Hopefully, let's hope, according to what he said. But let's dig in. He said that this is about 35 to 40% complete. The script has been wrapped up, and he also said that the world is larger than the first No More Heroes, which to me is really, really good. That gives me a lot of hope, because I don't want some segmented game with small stages with this. I actually want to explore the world, get into the art, love the characters, and love the music. Not only, he said it won't be as big as something you see from companies like Ubisoft or Rockstar, which is to be expected, because those worlds are massive. He said side missions are returning with other extras. There are going to be a lot of different minigames, suits, transformations. They're only going to be available during certain circumstances, stuff like that. You know, the gambit of things. Also, it looks like Nobuaki Kaneko is behind the music, which is a really good deal. That means the music is going to be great. Ultimately, this game should prove to be pretty good, I think, maybe, because these characters are gold. Like, this entire world, the art style, like everything that this game represents is good. I want to like it. I'm going in very one-sided on this, wanting to like this game. Please, Suda51, deliver on this game so that I can be happy, because no one else matters but me in this case. I'm just kidding. We all matter. Let's all be happy together. On to the next bit of news. I don't know if you guys noticed about me. I'm a little bit of a Marvel fan, okay? Now, I love Marvel, and among Marvel, I grew up with the very best of superheroes as my favorite, which was Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. Now, also, when I became a teen, I got introduced to this thing called anime. And if you don't know what anime is, please just Google that, and just go do yourself a favor and watch it, right? So once I got into anime, and also the original season of the Power Rangers, I got turned on to a lot of Japanese culture, right? So I came across something called Spider-Man, which was Spider-Man, but like Japanese Spider-Man, which is awesome. So apparently this guy on Twitter, like, reaches out and asks Lord if the movie contained Japanese Spider-Man, if he could help design the intro of Spider-Verse 2. And Lord said he's designed. Like, yes. I slowed down for that. It's exciting, okay? It's shocking. He's designed. Number one, Into the Spider-Verse is the best Spider-Man anything that's ever been put into cinema. If you have not watched that movie, go watch it right now. It is so good. And that's saying a lot, considering the fact that I'm not a huge Miles Morales fan. But, and I know that's almost a travesty to some of you guys, however, the way that they delivered that movie, I'm not going to spoil it, the way that it plays out, the love in each and every scene, the love in just each and every second of that movie is phenomenal. And I've never seen Spider-Man delivered in a better way. Now, the fact that there is a sequel coming is a big deal at this point, especially considering the fact that Japanese Spider-Man is on the way. Okay? If you're an anime fan, you like Marvel, you like Spider-Man, it's the best of most worlds. best of all the worlds. Why? Let me give you a little history. Japanese Spider-Man originally premiered in 1978. This is a much older Spider-Man, okay? And it ran for 41 episodes until 1979. So this is something that was very 70s. It ran into this like weird time period where the show was just really cool, but it was also kind of funky and like just really enjoyable. It was produced by Toei, and the company responsible for Japanese animation, you know, you probably recognize like Sailor Moon, Digimon, Dragon Ball, you know, Toei Animation, okay, maybe One Piece-ish. The series featured a lot of similar Spider-Man iconography with some really different twists to the plot. Like, it was a lot different than what you might imagine. Rather than Peter Parker or Miles Morales, as we just spoke of, it featured a motorcycle racer named Takuya Yamashiro. And Takuya, he really gets in this weird situation. He witnesses a crash of a UFO. He goes to investigate this crash, comes across this set of pit, like the UFO is named the Marveler, okay, if I'm remembering correctly. And Takuya ends up gaining familiar Spider-Man powers from the UFO, and it's actually from the last survivor of the UFO. And he gets a bracelet that he can transform the Marveler into. Now, what else? So you got Spider-Man with the Spider-Man powers. You have a bracelet that has the Marveler morphing kind of thing. And also giant robots that help Spider-Man defend Earth from a villain named Professor Monster and his evil army. This is like the coolest freaking thing ever. Like, imagine if you had the first season, okay, of the Power Rangers, right? And we're like, Power Rangers, that's so lame. But the first season was awesome. It was so cool when I was younger. We had the first season of the Power Rangers. We mixed that together with Transformers. We mixed that together with superheroes. We mixed that together with, like, all this stuff. And this is Spider-Man in Japan. This show is freaking great, okay? It's really good. Go watch it. Go flashback. Now, I expect it to be kind of campy at this point and just kind of weird, because it is. But a UFO, a giant robot, like all the makings of something that's freaking awesome. You can tell that I love it by my excitement. Okay, all right. So, considering this, think about all that awesome stuff coming into the next Spider-Man Spider-Verse movie, all right? That's a big deal. If there's a giant robot fight, I will lose my... On to PlayStation. It seems like PlayStation now adds some amazing titles. And this might just be an understatement. Okay, like, oh my goodness. Some of these companies, they'll tout like, oh, we got this great title, we got this. But they actually added some things that make me want to buy in just to replay them. And if you have not played these titles, you need to buy in too. PlayStation now's November update adds Persona 5, which is one of the greatest games ever. Also one of the top JRPGs that has ever been made. Middle-earth: Shadow of War, which is also one of the best games that's ever been made. If you haven't played it, it's like Assassin's Creed on crack, okay? It's like just the best of this dark thing. Like the Nemesis system in that game, the system that they use, you know what? Let's just not. It's great. Just go play it, all right? Just go play it. Get PlayStation now. Play the game. Prove it for yourself. It's really good. It's also Lord of the Rings. Okay, enough said. Also, Hollow Knight, Persona 5, Shadow of War. These are the latest rotating titles, and this is huge. You can play these from now all the way until February the 4th in 2020. So you got months to play through all these games, and this really honestly just adds to something that's even better, considering the fact that Grand Theft Auto 5 tops the list from October, the God of War, Uncharted 4, Infamous Second Son. And oh my goodness, like these games are all available until January the 2nd. Persona 5, Middle-earth: Shadow of War, and Hollow Knight are available until February. So that's huge, man. That like all these games are must plays. You have to get this. You have to play these games if you haven't already. Get them. Just take my word for it. And you say, okay, what if I buy in? All right, I'm a Nintendo guy, so think about this. If I'm telling you how big of a deal this is on a Sony console, it has to be a deal. The PS Now's US price will be $9.99 a month, $24.99 for 3 months, or $59.99 per year. That's down from $20 a month, $50 every 6 months, and $100 a year. That is huge, man. Like, this is the best thing since sliced bread. If you're in that, if you want to wait on Stadia and have some really awesome games to play, this is where it's at. Get on PlayStation now, play these games. They're the best. Have I said that enough? Have I? Anyway, that's going to do it for the news. Thanks so much, guys. I certainly delivered today, and you delivered in watching. Thanks so much. You're amazing. I love ya. And yeah, be sure to like and subscribe below. And do all the stuff. You know the stuff. You know the stuff. Yeah. Adios.
Gamestork, delivering news, reviews, and playthroughs like a newborn baby.